Breaking news: Canelo Alvarez tests positive for the performance-enhancing drugs Clenbuterol, which is often found in meat in Mexico. I guess now it's a meat contamination. From what I'm hearing, that's what they said, that Canelo will immediately move his camp from Mexico to the United States ASAP. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boston Clinic. In an article, it says that Canelo has tested negative, 12 times basically over his career, and he's a clean athlete. He issued a statement. I'll link that article to the description. But let's talk about Clenbuterol. It is for breathing, basically. It has a lot of different properties, and it increases conditioning and like aerobics and stuff of that nature. It increases the blood flow to the muscle and the blood flow in the body overall. It gives you good stamina, and people that have breathing issues like bronchitis, asthma, they use it to strengthen, to breathe better. So basically, it's helping the conditioning. It's helping the blood get to the muscle, and people who know about, the body and know that work out, and bodybuilders use it, because we all know a lot of them juice. When blood travels to the muscle and you able to get that oxygen in your muscle, and that blood to travel to your muscle, it gives you a bigger pump. It gives you more. It gives you, your muscles expand better. You getting that oxygen, that blood flow was pumping in that muscle, and it's giving you better strength. And when you work out and lift weights, whatever you do, you're tearing the body down. And what really happens is once you take take the right, vitamins, or if you're taking protein, or you just eating a meal after you lift, whatever you may do, amino acids, supplement, or in steak, whatever it may be, you're repairing that body. When you repair the body, it's all about the recovery. The recovery is just as important, if not more important, than the actual workout. So, because without you recovering and putting the right stuff in your body, your muscle won't grow. Because when you working out, you're just tearing the muscle up, and then you're replenishing it when you recover. So, there's no telling, man. A lot of people are gonna put this as a black eye on Canelo Alvarez. He failed the VADA test, and he's been taking VADA tests for quite some time. But remember last time, I don't know if he was doing VADA tests because he didn't fight for the WBC title. And there was some rumors going around how hawkish he was looking, how big he was looking in the upper body, his traps, his lats, was looking massively big. And ironically, he wasn't, fighting for the WBC title because him and Mauricio Suleiman Jr. and the Weeby Crooks have been fighting. They've been fighting and battling over, over some things about, them trying to force him to fight Canelo prematurely. So, I find it a little bit ironic that once he get back with the WBC, and I guess, I'm not sure if he resumed VADA testing or if he ever stopped, but if he resumed VADA test, he get popped for a test. So that's saying something. I'm always wary of guys that pop positive, for a test. And of course they're gonna come out, issue a statement, and try to, spin this to a PR role. But, Luis Nery, I'm not sure what he got popped for in the Mexican meat or whatever. He blamed it on the meat, And at the end of the day, it was one fighter who did. I think it was Francisco Vargas, according to the internet. He got popped for it, and I think the California State Athletic Commission, temporarily granted him a boxing license because I guess they believe the story. The WBC believed Luis Nery's story about the meat contamination. And what I heard about the meat contamination, because people were saying that about a few other guys before, is that you got to eat a lot of it, to get that. But the drug, the Clenbuterol, hopefully I said it right. I had it right the first couple of times. It was banned from U.S. meat back in 1996, and I think in Europe it was banned in 1991. So, I mean, this has been an epidemic for quite some time, and what it does to the meat is it makes it more leaner, more meat to muscle ratio, I guess that's what it says. So, Canelo, I don't know. People gonna kill him because he's a target for this, but I'll wait to see what happens. I don't have no issue with Canelo, but this ain't good. I want to know if they did VADA testing for the first fight, because I know WC automatically does VADA testing if you fight for their belt or you are a belt holder for them. But if they did VADA testing the first fight, and then I'll give them a pass. But if they didn't do it, that's fishy. If he didn't do VADA testing the first fight with Triple G, and all of a sudden they do a random drug testing now, and he get popped, I find it highly fishy. And what happens is this, man. Most steroid deals, the dealer or the guy, Victor Conti, whoever it may be, they say, yeah, you take this, you take it like this, and then you won't get popped. You take it like they say they take it, you still get popped. Or you may not take it like you're supposed to be taking, and you get popped. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's at the discretion of you. Because if you take it like they take it and you trust them, you can't have it fall back on them, because once you get popped, I mean, then guess what? You can't go back and say, oh, he sold me that. Because if he tell, you indict yourself right there. And at the end of the day, he got more leverage on you anyway. Oh, he came to me looking for drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you what I got, So basically, you got to shut up. And that's what happens. But, over the test of history, you can research it. There's been a lot of people that have been banned. They got banned. Cyclists got banned. Track star or somebody in the Olympics couldn't compete because of this drug. And, is no stranger to sports, to sports. I looked at the history of this drug, and it's most definitely really, really serious. Like I said, it helps to breathe, it helps transport, oxygen and blood to the muscle. And at the end of the day, it's something Canelo it's gonna hang over his head for the rest of his career. And when Floyd Mayweather, implemented USADA and random drug testing, it definitely changed the sport, and it hit home for him. A lot of his fighters tested positive for stuff, and but hey, it's a performance enhancing drug. It's not a steroid. Let's get that right. It's something I think you can buy over the counter or prescribed by your doctor. But we don't.